Quick question from my parents. Do you find the need to escape reality? Real question. I feel like we all do to some extent, and I think we all do it in different ways. When you're a parent, obviously, we're dealing with stress and decision fatigue, and we're just kind of tired. And escapism is something that I've personally contended with, so I'm sure there's a bunch more out there who have done the same. And I think certain levels of escaping are healthy. I think they can also be a slippery slope. So one of the big ones for me was I used to, just take 2 hours, go to the gym, work out. And while yes, there's a good sense of, I'm building myself, I'm working on myself, it became very consuming in the sense of, well, if I'm stressed, I'm just going to go for a walk or I'm going to go for a run. And so it was more of a coping mechanism than a healthy habit built into the system that I had. And so I noticed in myself that, it would take away time from the family in a more negative way than it should have. And I know that that's a thing for several other people. I know video games are a big one. I know personally when my third was born, I really dove hard into Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm sure most people can relate is a very addicting game. But it brought around a change in me because, I'll be honest, I was sitting there putting my kids on an iPad because I wanted an extra hour of game time. That's real talk. I felt like I needed it because my stress levels were high. I was, just wore out. I felt like I was burning myself out and I needed me time. And I felt guilty about it after realizing how much time I was taking away. I felt terrible for the fact that I basically just put my kids on a screen so I could not be a dad for an hour, which, just sounds awful. But I know that there's people who are in the same boat as me. There's no way I'm alone in this. So what I did was, one, looked myself in the mirror, which I think is the starting point for all change, took a real sense of accountability and said, do I want my kids modeling these behaviors? And the answer obviously was no. So that was part of why Dad Strong was created, was to fit fitness and that lifestyle into fatherhood, into being a dad. Now, video games still have their time and place. I still do enjoy video games from time to time, but it was something I had to really take a hard look at and say, it's right now in this season of my life, it's not something I can do as much. The boys love video games, so we'll play together. I think that's a little bit of a difference. We'll play on the Switch and we're playing competitive and, it's fun. So I think there's a difference there, but I had to take a step back from personal gaming. And fun fact, I actually just met a really awesome dude. His name's Connor, and he's actually building a school, just like I am, for people suffering from gaming addiction. And him and I had a couple of conversations, and I joined his school because he's got a really cool community building. And it's cool. It's gamified, which, duh. But we were chatting, and I started. The first thing he has you do is pick a character, kind of like a personality quiz, but very more in depth. And that becomes your essentially your avatar. So I think it's really cool, just the sense of community that we're building. It doesn't just extend to, he's a dad too, so obviously there's a clear connection there. But it doesn't just extend to fitness, nutrition. There's other aspects to this. And that's the point of these walks that I have with you guys, is to talk about, just real life. These are not scripted. These are not well put together or polished, as you probably know. These are just my thoughts, kind of off the cuff. But yeah, I was just curious to know, how do you escape? Do you feel like you escape in a healthy way? Do you feel like you escape and sometimes it's at the detriment to your family? Are you present all the time? Or are you present in the 23 hours outside of your 1 hour to yourself? There's healthy ways to do things, obviously, and unhealthy ways to do things. And I think with all vices, they can become addictive. They can become extreme. So here to help. And I know Connor is too, which is really cool that we've kind of connected in that sense. So here's my thing for you guys. Let me know what you suffered with, or not suffered, but struggled with. You know, how can we walk through it? How can we change 2 hours of gaming? And I know I feel like I'm picking on gaming, but how can we turn 2 hours of gaming into an hour of, you know, gamified play with your kids? That's all the mindset side of Dad Strong. And so that's where I want to be there for you guys. And if it is video game specific, I mean, that's what Connor's here for too. So I'll post his stuff down below because I think it's really cool to look into, especially if you feel like video games are starting to consume your life a little bit. And yeah, so follow us on Dad Strong, man. I mean, I know I keep hopping on here and talking, and sometimes I feel like I'm talking to no one, but that's okay. I'm talking to myself, journaling my own journey, because I'm on this journey with everyone. And it kind of holds me accountable. And I think that's one of the biggest things that Dad Strong does, is hold people accountable. So follow. I think that's important, so you're up to date on everything that's going on. And click the link in that bio. I mean, it takes you to a free community. There's no cost to sign up except an email address. And I'm not going to spam you. I think I send a couple emails just to kind of check up on you. But free community, check it out. There's free workouts in there too. I have a whole 30-day challenge for people, just for free. If you're new to fitness, you need someone to kind of guide you, I'm your guy. So links in bio. I'll put Connor's links down below in the first comment as well. This way everyone can check him out. But as always, get strong, show up, and be the superhero your kids already know you are. Love you.